It's Captain Midnight! Brought to you by Ovaltine. Chocolate-flavored Ovaltine. Delicious, nutritious, instant Ovaltine. The fortified food drink that tops them all.
Attention. To help carry on our important work, I want you to join the Secret Squadron and wear this official badge and have this secret decoder. Following each week's adventure, I'll send an important secret message, and only Secret Squadron members who have decoders can decode them. Also, later I'll tell you the simple rules for joining the Secret Squadron, but you must promise to do as I do. Keep yourself healthy and mentally alert. And drink Ovaltine every day. It's the official drink of the Secret Squadron. We Secret Squadron members know chocolate-flavored Ovaltine helps give us what we need for rocket power. Yes, just as a rocket adds thrust during takeoff, Ovaltine can add the kind of nourishment so important for rocket power. We drink Ovaltine hot for breakfast. Good, too. And cold for lunch and between meal snacks. And hot again at bedtime to help keep us revved up with rocket power. Believe me, Ovaltine's got what it takes to help you be a leader in your gang. So drink instant Ovaltine every day.
On a mountaintop high above a large city stands the headquarters of a man devoted to the cause of freedom and justice. A war hero who has never stopped fighting against his country's enemies. A private citizen who is dedicating his life to the struggle against evil men everywhere. Captain Midnight.
Here it is, all ready for testing. You know, your suggestions work fine. We're using transistors instead of tubes. I was able to build it a lot smaller than my original model.
Oh, the smaller the better.
And yet it does all the work of a full-size television camera.
What about the microphone?
It's built in.
Say, this is pretty clever. What kind of an image did you get with it?
Perfect. No distortion at all. Here, I'll show you. Yeah.
Here comes Icky. Let's try it out on him. Oh, Icky, there's a new television show coming on. Would you like to watch it?
Well, sure. What's it about? A monkey that acts like a man.
I don't see any monkey.
You don't? Well, here. Just step over a little closer at the screen. About there.
You funny-looking monkey. Hey, it's me. How do I get in television?
Icky, this is our brand new miniature television camera and transmitter, all in one.
That little gadget?
You know, it won't be long before every home in the country will have one of those.
What do they do, make television programs at home?
No, a mother can go about her housework and watch her children out at play.
Sure, a factory manager can supervise his employees without having to walk through the plant.
Hey, that's pretty neat, you know? Boy, I wish I had one of those when I was going to school. I could have used it during the tests.
Used it during the test.
Yeah, I would have rigged one over the teacher's desk and see all the answers.
No.
Hey, we have company.
It's a boy.
Yeah, and he's stealing apples from our tree. I'll take care of him.
Maybe the poor kid's hungry. Wonder who he is.
I don't know. He's a cute little fellow.
Yeah.
Icky will be here with him in a minute.
Well, here he is.
Now, what were you doing on our property?
I didn't think you'd mind, Captain Midnight.
You, know who I am?
Everybody knows Captain Midnight. It's the first food I've had since I left home last night.
You mean you haven't been home all night?
Yes, sir.
What is your name?
I don't want to go home.
Well, if you won't tell us your name, we'll have to charge you for that apple.
Yeah, guess so. It'll be 10 cents, please.
$5, 6, 7. 7 cents.
What do you think, Tut?
Well, I guess that ought to be all right.
I guess I won't charge for that apple after all. Jimmy Gibson.
How did you find out?
Secret Squadron member is 754.
James Gibson. I saw that name just the other day. In a magazine.
What is your telephone number?
Please don't call my father.
Jimmy? Is that your father?
Yes, sir.
U.S. gem expert to cut $1 million Brazilian diamond in Rio de Janeiro last week to examine the 720-carat stone recently discovered in the Bahia diamond mines. James Gibson shows how he will start cutting the gem when it's delivered to him in the United States.
Since he got back from that trip, he hardly talks to me anymore. He says he's gonna put me in a boarding school. When Mom died, he promised we'd always be pals. We're not pals anymore.
Now, let's not have any of that, Jimmy. Let me tell you something. Every boy somehow gets the idea that his parents don't love him anymore. And then he gets angry and upset, the way you are now. And then all of a sudden, he finds he's been wrong. You don't want to do that, do you? Of course not. Now, what do you say that we take you home and have a talk with your father? Maybe we can clear up this little misunderstanding. How about it? Hickey, warm up the squadron car. And you better take our TV camera with us, too. You can't tell when we might need it.
There you go.
Yes? Jimmy, where have you been?
Well, is Mr. Gibson in? I'd like to speak to him, if I may.
I'm sorry. He's busy in his workroom. I'm Mrs. Drexel, his housekeeper.
Well, I'd better have a talk with Mr. Gibson. Perhaps I can clear up a little misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
Yes, between Jimmy and his father.
Oh, that's really not necessary. Jimmy hasn't been himself lately, and you know how boys are.
What about Jimmy, Mrs. Drexel?
Why, he ran off without permission, and these gentlemen brought him home.
I know you didn't mean any harm, son, but it wasn't very nice of you to run off without telling me, now was it? No idea how worried I was. But you are sorry, aren't you? Ah, of course you are. Now, run upstairs and comb your hair and wash your face and get ready for dinner.
Thanks for everything, Captain Midnight.
You're welcome, Jimmy.
So you're Captain Midnight. Well, how do you do?
How do you do? This is my assistant, Ichabod Mudd.
That's 2 D's.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for bringing him home. You've no idea how worried I was.
Oh, I can imagine you probably had the police out looking for him.
Well, no, I knew he'd come home, and he'd only been gone a couple of hours.
Yes, Mr. Gibson, Jimmy has the feeling that you dislike him.
Well, I may have neglected him a little recently, but if I have, it's only because of a tremendous responsibility that I'm preoccupied with.
Well, you mean that Brazilian diamond? We've been reading about it in the magazine.
Yes, it doesn't arrive for another week, and yet already I can think of nothing else.
Say, I have always wanted to see a diamond cutter's workshop. I wonder if it'd be asking too much if you showed us around.
Well, I'd like to, but I'm quite busy with the necessary preparations.
Oh, just a quick look?
We sure would appreciate it.
Well, suppose I bring up an uncut diamond and show you how I work. The workshop's in the basement. Excuse me.
Fine.
What do you want to take a lesson in diamond cutting? You found the kid, you brought him home, now let's get on to something more important.
This is most important. You know, things just don't add up. He told us that Jimmy hadn't been gone more than a couple of hours. Actually, Jimmy was gone all night. And he didn't even miss him.
Hey, that's right.
And I'm also wondering what he has down in that basement he doesn't want us to see. Listen. I'll try and keep him occupied. You take this TV camera down in his workshop and plant it. Here he comes.
Now, I think I can show you, gentlemen, how we diamond cutters work.
Diamond cutting must be a fascinating work, Mr. Gibson.
Well, it is, if you can stand the strain on the nerves. Now, take this uncut diamond here. As you undoubtedly know, the diamond is the hardest substance known to man, and yet must be handled with extreme care. Before we cut the stone, we first study it very carefully. Then we score it, mark it along the line we intend to cut. One mistake might fracture, even shatter the stone. And then, instead of this $9,000 to $10,000 diamond here, I'd have a number of smaller stones worth thousands of dollars less.
May I take a look at it, please?
Now, with the risk involved in cutting such a small diamond as that, you can imagine the tremendous strain in cutting $1 million stone. So, is it any wonder that I've had so little time for Jimmy?
Well, I certainly do thank you for such a thorough explanation. You ready to go, Icky?
All set.
Well, I certainly enjoyed meeting you. I hope we'll meet again.
I'm sure we will. Goodbye.
Bye. Sure didn't take him long to get back to work.
Icky, there's something about that Mr. Gibson that just doesn't ring true. Like that stone he showed me. He said it was worth $9,000 or $10,000. Well, I know it's worth at least $20,000, perhaps more.
Well, so he gets drunk. So what?
So we hop in the Silver Dart and fly down to Rio de Janeiro. I want to know why a man who doesn't know diamond values is entrusted with one worth over $1 million.
We do a simple little favor for a runaway boy, and the next thing you know, we're headed for Brazil.
Call the airport traffic control for landing clearance.
This is the Silver Dart, jet aircraft 7700, calling Rio de Janeiro Airport. Over.
I hope we aren't putting you to any trouble, Senor De Silva.
Most certainly not. I am complimented that the famous Captain Midnight and his friend Senor Mud desire to see the gem. Get the Bahia diamond from the vault and bring it to my office, please. Thank you.
Senor De Silva, what is your opinion of Mr. Gibson as a diamond cutter?
Unlike the other diamond cutters that I interviewed for the job, Senor Gibson is superlative in his ability.
What about his knowledge of diamond values?
He merely glanced at the gem and told me to the fraction of a carat how much it would weigh and what its value would be after cutting. But why do you ask? Is something wrong?
Well, a number of strange things have happened in the States to convince me that someone is plotting to steal your diamond, Senor De Silva.
But this is most shocking. Who is behind this plot?
I don't know yet, but I strongly advise you to take every possible precaution.
Thank you. And now, senors, behold, the largest diamond ever to come from the mines of Bahia.
It's a magnificent stone. Truly magnificent.
It doesn't even sparkle.
But it will after it has been cut and polished.
Here, Ricky, how would you like to hold $1 million?
$1 million? Wow. Hey, someone put some grease over it.
Well, all natural diamonds have that greasy feeling till they've been cut and polished.
It is one way of knowing that they are genuine. And now, senors, will you permit me the pleasure of taking you to dinner?
Oh, I'm sorry. We must decline. We have to be back home at once. Goodbye, Senor De Silva.
Thank you for your interest. And let me assure you that the diamond, when it is sent to America, will be kept under guard every moment until it is delivered to Senor Gibson.
Fine. Goodbye.
Welcome home. You made excellent time.
Oh, we had a good tailwind all the way from the canal zone.
Got a visitor, an old friend. Mr. Gibson.
What are you doing here, Jimmy?
It's about my father. Something's wrong with him. He isn't well. He can't remember things.
Well, can't remember what things, Jimmy?
Well, like our favorite fishing spot on Lake Sherwood. We go there all the time. Now he doesn't even remember where it is.
How about that?
Well, that is strange.
Seems to me your father should see a doctor.
That's what I told him. When he got real angry and slapped me. He never slapped me before.
Hickey, why don't you take Jimmy out and fix him a sandwich while I discuss this matter with Tut?
Okay. Come on, Jim.
Long distance, please. Operator, I want to speak with Senor Pedro de Silva in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Time out now to relive something that happened recently at headquarters.
Testing something, Tut?
Right. I'm going to clear up some confusion about the contents of these jars. All are called food drinks, and they're all mixed with milk. So you might think they'd all make the same kind of milk drink. But really, there are 3 entirely different kinds here. Now these are the better-known milk flavorings. They taste all right, but they're just flavorings. And this second group contains only a few vitamins and minerals, but they're still primarily flavorings. But here, we have a real food supplement, instant Ovaltine. You see, you've got to know exactly what you want in a food drink. If it's just flavoring, they're all okay. But if it's an honest-to-goodness food drink with 27 vitamins, minerals, and other important food elements that help fortify milk, then you want instant Ovaltine, our official Secret Squadron drink.
Right. And that's why you should drink instant Ovaltine every day. The drink that helps give you rocket power.
Why don't you start drinking Ovaltine today?
Well, that plane from Brazil arrived at the airport about 30 minutes ago. Surprise party should be starting any minute now.
Surprise party.
Right on time.
Please wait.
Those are the 2 guards we met in the Silva's office. Are they in on the robbery, too?
I'm sure they know nothing about it. And I'm not sure it is a robbery. Yet.
Right this way, please.
Arturo, Miguel, you brought the diamond.
Si, senor. And now, will you please sign? Thank you.
And tell Senor de Silva I will start working on the diamond immediately. Good day.
Good day, senor. Good day.
Where's the surprise?
Turn on a television set.
Hey, look. If that's Mr. Gibson, who's that over there?
That's what I'd like to know. Turn on the sound.
We made it. $1 million.
But how are you going to turn it into cash? Who'd buy $1 million diamond without asking a lot of questions?
Nobody will recognize it after Gibson gets through with it. All right, Gibson. Start cutting it out. No, I won't do it. You can't make me. Look, Gibson. I'm shooting for $1 million. And I do mean shooting. That thing doesn't scare me. You like your boy, don't you? You wouldn't. Now, Jimmy's a nice kid. We wouldn't want anything to happen to him. Now, are you going to cooperate with us, or aren't you? What's the matter? Talk. This is the diamond. It's a piece of glass.
We've seen enough. Go get the police on the double.
I'm telling you for the last time, it's glass. Quit stalling and cut that thing.
And make it snappy.
It's glass. Nothing but glass.
It's a trick. They're wise to us.
It's that Captain Midnight. Tie him up and let's get out of here.
Dad, where are you going?
What's your hurry? You're not going anyplace except to prison.
You can't send my father to prison, Captain Midnight.
This man's not your father, Jimmy. He looks like your father, but he's someone else. Good work, Iggy. Arrest this man. He's a jewel thief. And this one, too. And the woman. She's their accomplice. There's a stiff penalty for attempted robbery, but a stiffer one for kidnapping. I'll be down and sign the charges later.
All this for a hunk of glass.
I knew you'd help my father, Captain Midnight. My real father.
I can't thank you enough, Captain Midnight.
What I don't understand is how $1 million diamond turned out to be glass.
Well, that was a fake diamond, Icky, sent by Senor de Silva to trap the thief, the man who looked like Mr. Gibson.
When I returned from Brazil, they held me prisoner, locked me in the basement, and only let me out when Jimmy wasn't at home.
How did you know which was the real Mr. Gibson and which was the imposter? They look so much alike.
Well, the thief made 3 mistakes. Your picture in the magazine showed that you were right-handed. He was left-handed. You are an expert on diamond values. He isn't. But his biggest mistake was trying to fool Jimmy.
And when Jimmy told you his father couldn't remember anything, not even their favorite fishing spot.
I had my first important clue, so I phoned Senor de Silva to send up a fake diamond. The plan worked. The fake diamond exposed the fake Mr. Gibson.
I must phone Senor de Silva to send the real diamond.
That won't be necessary. Senor de Silva sent the diamond to me for you.
Gee, Pop, if you can make this round, it'd sure make $1 million marble.
And now, boys and girls, here is what you get when you join the Secret Squadron. This membership card with your very own Secret Squadron number, this official Secret Squadron manual, and this combination badge and decoder. Look, here's how the decoder works. I'll give you a 2-word clue, and the second word is in our secret code. The first word is test. Now, here is the secret code word. Write down these numbers: 18, 17, 20, 3, 4, 18. Now, set your secret decoder like this. For code A3. Then decode this important clue to next week's adventure. If you don't have your decoder badge, here's how you can get one for your very own. First, get a jar of the official Secret Squadron drink, delicious chocolate-flavored Ovaltine, the food drink for rocket power. Then, cut out the wax paper disc that covers the Ovaltine jar. And send that disc with your name, your address, to me, Captain Midnight, Box P, Chicago 77, Illinois. That's all. Send no money. It's free to every boy and girl who joins the Secret Squadron. And when you receive your secret decoder badge, membership card with your very own Secret Squadron number, and 12-page manual, you'll be a full-fledged member. Remember, get your Ovaltine, the food drink for rocket power. Hot or cold, it's got what it takes to help you be a leader in your gang. So every day, drink instant Ovaltine. On my next mission, I'm going to test ride the fastest ground vehicle in the world, a 6-engine jet-propelled rocket sled that travels faster than the speed of sound. On its previous test run, the rider was killed. I'm going to prove that his death was not an accident, but murder. Now, don't miss the human bullet. This is Captain Midnight signing off with the code of the Secret Squadron. Justice through strength and courage. Out.